Oh, yeah. Right back at you. The king is here. The king is here. King Skorch, baby. The realist. WFT. Football guru in these digital streets. Right back at you. This time, we're going to give you a full roster breakdown of what I really think about what you're seeing. You know what I mean? Because y'all been asking me, oh, what about this guy? What about that guy? Well, now we're going to actually give it to you. Oh, yeah. Late night. And that's how I'm going to start doing it, too. I'm going to start giving you these late night, after everybody done finished talking and predicting what they think and giving you their hyperboles and all that. I'm going to come hit you late night. You know, kind of like Arsenio used to do. After all the riffraff goes to sleep, the real one's still up running the streets. So that's me. We still on these digital streets late night. If you're up with me, I appreciate you. If you're not and you're still sleeping, you got something to wake up to. And we're going to start making this an everyday thing. So, like I told you, I'm going to come right back at you. And this time we're going to get an actual full roster breakdown. This might take a little second. I'm going to try to rush through it, though, the best I can in terms of just going through it quick. I might do an in-depth one right around division time, just to retouch base. But as of right now, 10 games in, 4-6, right? I'm just gonna run down the roster as it is right now, as it's showing me. And I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on how I think they've played based on what I've seen, what I might have heard, that sort of thing. So nothing really to get upset about if you think this player has done a lot better than what I say. This is me, the realist. So, first and foremost, Jonathan Allen is first on this list right here. I like Jonathan Allen. Like I said in previous videos and posts and blogs and whatnot, to me, Jonathan Allen is the staple or the centerpiece of this defensive line, the backbone, if you will. There you go. Yeah, you know it, Slim. You know it. Bloodshot. Special shout out to my main man, Bloodshot. Good to see you, Slim. So, like I said, Jonathan Allen, staple, backbone. I would have held off on that money though. Just talking. I would have held off on the big money. Just because, like I said, for me, I want to see if we can get a little younger and a little bit more explosive. However, Ron is trying to build culture, so okay, it is what it is. Um, I like Jonathan Allen though, so like I said, and he's putting up some actually good numbers. Everybody around him actually has starting to fold. So, it what is it, 6, 7 sacks so far? Okay. Next on the list, Kyle Allen. I don't even know what Kyle Allen's on this team for, to be honest. I mean, really, he's like the new Colt McCoy. Y'all remember him? Who's actually in Arizona doing pretty good in Kyler Murray's absence. So next is I call him Troy at Trash Key. Enough said. John Bates, who actually had a decent game yesterday, or like I said, in his game, two, three catches. Like I said, he's a youngin. We need somebody in here, but at this point, anybody who can catch and block would be a bonus, right? At the tight end position. DeAndre Carter has actually been a bright spot, and I said this in my last video. I thought DeAndre Carter is our new Steve Smith. He's what Steve Smith should have been, right? So it is what it is. Like I said, we'll see how durable, how much he actually gets the ball. I'm not sold on him being, a long-term piece. But what is it? Sadiq Charles. Like I said, this youngin, I think they overdrafted when or they call it reaching. I think they reached on Sadiq. I don't think he's ready. I think give him another 2 years. So what, next year? Maybe get him some more playing time and hope that he can actually turn it around. Like I said, I'm just not sold on him. Cameron Cheeseman. Now listen to this one. Long snapper, right? He's gotten 2 kickers kicked out of here. So was it the kickers or was it the new long slapper? Who knows? Who really knows? Landon Collins. A lot of y'all have been up and down on Landon. Y'all want him to move to linebacker. He can't stay back there in the back. He's bait back there. So you move him closer to the line, he looks a lot better. I didn't hear his name yesterday. So that really doesn't tell me too much about paying a guy 16, 15, 16, 17 million to be a linebacker. Nah. So personally, I'm not sold on him. I would have been trying to shop him a lot sooner than they did. But it is what it is. Sam Cosmi. Sam is interesting because to me, I think he's playing in a position that really doesn't suit him because I think the game is too fast on the edge for him. Is he serviceable? Sure. Is he he's good enough to be good enough? And yet for me, I like to move him at guard and let him get that personally. I don't think he's a tackle. That's just me. Can he play it? Sure, he's playing it. But I mean, this is coming off of who we used to have, Morgan Moses, who was a false start waiting to happen. So, like I said, more power to the young buck. Like I said, he is what he is. Here we go, Cameron Curl. And if you want, I'm going off of the Washington roster right now. So if you want to go along with me, y'all more than happy to. I'm just running down. Cameron Curl, bona fide stud in terms of safety. The new hybrid. I like Curl. I've always liked Curl. I wish he was just a little bit faster. That would give him more range. However, close to the box and being able to handle most running backs, most tight ends, and his nose for the football, I like that. And to me, that's the kind of dude that you start building your secondary off of, a guy like Cameron Curl. So for me, he's the keeper. He is the star of our defense, personally. Jamin Davis. Like I said, I like what he should be doing. I just think he's about 2 or 3 years away from being the guy we want him to be. And I want y'all to remember, we had a chance to move up and go get Micah. But character issues and all that. That's why we don't have Micah. If I bet you if you could do it all over again, you move up. Would you move up to go get a quarterback or would you move up to go get Micah? Well, if Taylor's playing the way he is, I'm going to get Micah. That's just me. And he was from Penn State, right? So I think they really dropped the ball on that one. I don't even know who Corn Elder is. Cornerback, who knows? DeShazer Everett. Like I said, a lot of these secondary pieces, who are they? It's a quarterback and safety by committee. Eric Flowers. Let me tell you something about Eric Flowers. When Eric Flowers, we got him from the Giants and we brought him in, everybody had a lot of talk about, oh, he's washed, this and this and that. Let me tell you, if you go back on when Dwayne was here, Dwayne Haskins I'm talking about, if you go back and look at those runs, every time we scored a touchdown, the first one to meet or pick up that running back or whoever it was, Eric Flowers. Go back and look at the tape. Really like Eric Flowers. Derek Forrest. If you could get Derek Forrest and Cam Curl playing in a dual position, man, I'm telling you. The problem is, I'm not sure Derek can cover either. Yeah, he can hit, but that's like straight on. So, in terms of covering, I'm not sold on it. Kendall Fuller, right? I don't even want to go to. They're paying him too much money right now. He's not a slot corner. He's a third, to me, he's a third cornerback at best, maybe a fourth. But to me, you do not want to rely on Kendall Fuller on the outside trying to cover your number one receiver. And if you look at anything during the preseason, during training camps, when you're watching them, he cannot cover somebody like Terry. So why would you think he can cover anybody else? Antonio Gibson. Yeah. Like I said, when you have a female training him how to hold the ball high and tight, and he's fumbling every other game. That to me is what's speaking of that. No one's talking about it. That's fine because you want to be politically correct. I told you on this show, we give you the real. And the real is a woman should not be showing a man how to hold the football. That's just my opinion. And the proof is in the fact that he's fumbled every other game since he's been in the league. So you call that what you want to call it. Antonio Gandy Golden. Well, Cam Sims just showed you that we don't even need you, right? So enough said about that. Taylor Heineke. Is he a franchise quarterback? No. No. Is he a viable backup? Sure he is. But because Ron is stubborn, doesn't want to admit that he was wrong and not at least looking at Cam, and not at least not admitting that Fitzpatrick is exactly tragic, he's got to stick with Taylor. And I said this the other day. If Taylor gets hurt, we're done. We're done. And the way he got bent up, I don't know if y'all saw it. The way he got bent up, I'm telling you, I thought that was a leg or a back. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. I'm telling you, if he would have got hurt, we'd be done. Truth be told. Stole Holcomb, when you're grabbing, I said this the other day, when you're grabbing somebody from the back, you're already out of position. So horse collar, that shows you that his position and technique are off. That's a problem for me. Is he a backup running back? Linebacker? Sure. Is he a starter? No. Technique is off, and you can see it. So, once again, what do I know? Kaliki Hudson. I don't even think he had one tackle yesterday. 6 foot 220. Nah. Good guy though, no doubt. Good guy, good dude. Adam Humphries. I think he had one catch yesterday. What did you do? What are you doing? What are you doing? See, and to me, Adam Humphries is a token. I'll get on tokens in another video. Matt Ioannidis, another token. I'll get on that in a minute. What, he had one tackle yesterday? One assisted tackle. I saw him running after whoever. Christian, he looked slow. He looked out of position. He looks like he's making $40 million for nothing. Token. Keith Ishmael. Who? You know what I mean? Who? I think we had a sighting of him yesterday. William Jackson III, right? I don't think he actually made a play yesterday at all. And that interception he had the other day was, so in 13 minutes, I've given you most of our offense and defense on our roster, and I haven't named one star yet, right? Danny Johnson. I'll keep going. Jordan Kuzniak, linebacker. Who? That's what I'm saying. Who's on this team that you think is a real star, bona fide star that you would maintain for the next 4 or 5 years or build the offense or defense around? There's nobody on this team. Cornelius Lucas, Charles Leno. Like I said, these are journeymen. This is, to me, Ron reaching for people instead of paying money for guys. He's reaching and trying things. So if you're saving this cap space, that means sometime next year you're trying to get you're trying to spend the bag on the real people. So let's hope so. Let's really hope so. David Mayo. What? Bobby McCain. Who? What did he have? An interception the other day? The last game before last? So what? That was Tom Brady at his worst. And the ball was right here. What if he would have dropped that? I'm going on. J.D. McKissick. Now, I like J.D., but is J.D. a viable franchise three down back? No. So my point with this is I have run down this roster, and I'm still looking for a star. Then we get to Mr. Terry McLaurin, bona fide number one receiver, who's had to become a number one receiver. Coming out of the league, coming out of college, he was not a number one receiver. His first year, he still was not a number one receiver because his team is so bad and so lack of talent, so deprived of talent. He's had to be named the number one receiver. Now he's actually playing a number one receiver with a backup quarterback. Please, can we get a viable, strong arm quarterback that can throw the ball further than 40, 50 yards without him having to reach back? How many times have you seen Terry reach back for the ball? How many times have you seen Terry wait up for it? You know what I mean? That shouldn't be. If you get the ball out here, these are touchdowns. Terry would have 10 plus touchdowns right now. I feel bad for Terry. I really do. Dax Milne, token. Like I said, when I get into things that I'm starting to say, you'll know what a token is later on. But these are token guys. These are guys that have to be on the team. Jared Patterson, token. Trust me, Jared Patterson was undrafted for a reason. Chase Young was in the ear, and these Ohio State guys, you got to love them. They vibe for their guys, right? Dwayne vying for Terry. And here you go, Chase vying for Jared Patterson. Is Jared a good dude? Sure he is. Is he a great story? Sure he is. Is he from the hometown? Sure he is. Is he a third running back in the league? No. I'm sorry. And if we have viable running backs, meaning if we had AP and Geis and even Antonio Gibson, do you mean to tell me you would still keep Jared Patterson? No, you wouldn't keep him. Come on. So that's my point. Deron Payne, to me, is the real live story stud on that defensive line. I love Deron Payne. I really wish we could pay him the money. That's what I'm saying. I would have given Deron Payne that money instead of Allen. That's just me. And looking forward, I hope we do give him that bag because he deserves it. He really does. Sammy's Reyes, token, project. Why is he here? ¿Qué? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Eh? For all my Spanish, y'all. Okay, so Boonmi Rotimi. Who? You see what I'm saying? You got these guys on the team that you don't even know how to pronounce their name, let alone what position they play. And yet we're supposed to be relying on these guys for the future? No. And like I said, I'm getting sick of that. Curtis Samuels, the new Deshaun Jackson. Man, I tell you though, and this is what's scary. If he was actually who we hoped he would be, can you imagine Terry over there and Curtis over there with Carter right there? Woo! Right? Woo! Oh, wait, but we got Taylor throwing in the ball, so forget about it, right? Wes Schweitzer. I have to be honest. Wes has shown me some things. Is he a starter in this league? No, come on, be real. No. Is he a starter on this team? Of course he is. We have nothing else. Don't make him be called depth, though. Please don't use the word position flex when talking about Wes Schweitzer, Brandon Sheriff, Charles Leno, Roulier. What are you talking? That's not an offensive line. That's a makeshift disaster reel. Please get Brandon Sheriff out of here next year. Please. I'm sick of paying this guy money to play 4 or 5 games a year. Come on. What am I on? 1853? I'm going to get out of here. Watch me. Ricky Seals Jr. He's actually stepped up a little bit here and there. I'm not sold on him being our number 1 or 2 tight end. So if you think I'm out of breath, it is because I'm excited about running down this roster and I'm still looking for a star. I can't see one. Is it the shades? Is it the fact that I'm cooking in this hoodie? Who knows? But the point is, none of these guys are cooking on the offense or defense. Cam Sims, look, he's been here, 4 or 5 years? I think he caught his only touchdown yesterday. Huh? Really? This is our red zone threat? I'm telling you, a half a second later, or early, I should say, that ball is picked and it's going the other way for 6. Relook at his touchdown. Trust me. Joey Sly. Y'all might not realize this. Joey Sly has come in here and hit just about every single field goal. I don't think he's missed one to keep it really 100. I don't think he's missed a field goal. Not saying he won't. The point is I saw something with a Carolina fan the other day, and they were pretty much talking about how he was there, he was selling. He went to San Francisco, he was killing. He got kicked off of Carolina. He got kicked off of San Francisco, and he comes over here and decides to blow kicks out of the water, and they're upset about it. So more power to Mr. Sly. I'm glad he's here. I personally wouldn't have got rid of Hopkins. I would have, let's just say, I would have given him a little bit more time and looked at who's hiking, snapping the ball to him personally. But, it is what it is. James Smith-Williams, I actually like Cuz. I like him. And I definitely like what he's going to be offered in terms of money. And y'all might not want to hear this, but I'm telling you, I don't think Montez is going to be here on a second contract. Y'all, is he talented? Yes. But I don't think him and Ron get along. And him not getting that shot, him playing out of position in certain plays and whatnot, Ron doesn't like that. I'm telling you, I think Ron will get him out of here. I'm telling you, I think he is. Benjamin St. Just, youngin'. He's got some talent. He really does. I just don't know who's coaching him. Our secondary coach, to me, is suspect. Really suspect. I like Jack Del Rio as our defensive coordinator. I really do. The problem with that is he can't bring the guys in and coach them. He can't do both. He's not that guy. So I'm looking at Shaka Tony, and I only got to look like two more. Shaka Tony. I like Shaka Tony. But evidently, Shaka's not ready. Shaka's not ready. He's been here, 2 years now? He's not ready. He should have been on the field, especially with who was our middle linebacker before? Bostic. Especially when Bostic was going down and looking suspect. You mean to tell me Shaka couldn't step in? You skip over him and go to Kaliki? And then last but not least, Mr. Casey Toohill, token. And then you got Trust Way, our only looks like viable Pro Bowler outside of Terry. So I just ran down pretty much this. Oh, no, wait, I got more. John Bostic, who? Dylan Cantrell, Ryan Ditch Tragic, Jalen Jelks. I'm naming people that you probably don't even think are still on the team. Daryl Roberts, Chase Roulier. Here's Montez Sweat. We have a Montez Sweat sighting. I'm telling you, I do not think he will be here for a second contract. Not because I don't want him. I really like Montez. And I want y'all to do something. I haven't said this, but this is where you get the real. I want y'all to look at Montez Sweat draft day. Look at the guy that's hugging on his back, and you tell me what that looks like. I'm going to leave it right there. All I'm saying is, pobrecito. What's that dude doing? Why is he holding on to you like that, Montez? Why is he on your back like that, Montez, after you got drafted? Somebody tell me something. Y'all go back and look at the tape. Google it. Montez Sweat draft night. I like Montez. He looked like a real cool, solid dude. I just want to know who that dude was on your back like that, and why was he holding on to you like that, Slim? Please let me know. And I ain't heard nothing about it. It irks me because it's been a couple of years and still ain't nobody talking about why this dude was hugging on Montez like that. But oh well. Logan Thomas. Hey, look here. I like Logan. I don't know if he's our star tight end. Was he good? Yes. But to me, that's the problem. We shouldn't have actually kept him that long. We should have brought in somebody who's a number one and let Logan be a number two. Instead, y'all just got Logan hurt. Killed. Chase Young, last but not least, right? So Chase has been playing out of position. He's been playing slow. He's been lagging, and now he's hurt. So you mean to tell me he's going to come back and be even better with time missed? No. That's not going to happen. David Bada, Zach Bailey, William Bradley King, Kelvin. I'm not even going to name the rest of these. No one knows the rest of these dudes' names. Who are these people? And I'm not naming them. The point is, Ron brought these guys in. So, Ron has to win games. That stuff he played yesterday, that was against Carolina. Carolina evidently wasn't up on what they really needed to be. So, he got away with the win. His test is coming when we start playing this division games. Dallas's, the Phillies, right? That's when Ron's test is really going to be. I've been talking for 25 minutes. So for real, I want to get out of here on that. I appreciate y'all's time. I appreciate y'all listening to me. The point I'm trying to make is there is no talent on this team. We're assuming that they're going to be talented because they're in the NFL and they're actually playing. The point is they're not that good. None of them. We have 3 stars on this team. Stars. Cam Curl, Terry McLaurin, right? And who do you think the 3rd star is? Put it in the comment. Who you think the 3rd superstar on this team is? I think it's Deron Payne. Other than that, you show me another superstar on this team. I'll wait. I really will. I'll wait for you to show me a 3rd superstar. But out of that, I don't see him. I appreciate y'all's time. That's my thoughts on this roster in terms of me hearing everybody got depth chart. We've got a team. We can make the playoffs. Whoop-de-whoop. Yada, yada. Nah, not with people like David Bada. King Skorch, baby. The realest WFT football guru on these digital streets. Shout out one more again to my main man, Bloodshot. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. That's my homie, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. I appreciate you, Slim. I appreciate y'all, too. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out, right?